morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you're from. Welcome to Start You Up. 45 minutes for us to be together, re-energizing our bodies, reinvigorating our minds, reconnecting with our soul. So take a minute and breathe. Come into your body. Be aware of your body. I think it's so easy for us to be living somewhere out here instead of in here. So just take a minute. Kind of start with your toes, wiggle them a little bit, your fingers, feel that energy, bring it up. I hope you had an amazing week. Feel that energy. And just take a deep breath and set your intention. What is your intention for our time together? My intention is to open up the flow and the flexibility in my human. Just open it up and to share with you some wonderful gifts of time, community, and breath work, movement, a little sense of humor, all the good things. We're going to start with energy zesting. And what we're doing is we're going to start across the body and we're moving our energy. We're waking it up. We're getting it realigned, kind of reorganized. And now we're going to take a knee across your body. So once again, across that midline. And you're thinking about using your core. You're using your core to lift that leg. But you're also, like I said, flexibility and flow. I really want you to kind of feel into it. Oftentimes when we stretch, I think that we don't think of it as being a flowing fluid and more like a static. I was trying to think visually how that works. And the reality is that the more fluidity that we get in our movements, the energy just flows better. We breathe easier and our system works better. We'll do a little tapping. We're going to start right here. Once again, what we're doing is just re-energizing. Kind of like turning the light switch on, and then we'll work with the volume or the brightness. Get your energy moving. And start feeling your feet. Feel that balance, that foundation. Good. Hello, feet. They work so hard for us. Oh my. Right here. Collarbone. You can just feel that energy release. Excellent. And then we're going to go right into the thymus, sternum, whatever you call it, whatever you want. This is particularly good to activate those white blood cells. Healthy bodies, functional bodies. And take it right here, just the very top rib, right in the center. You can pretty much feel, mine is always just a little more tender right in the center. So I had something happen to me this week that gave me a kind of a clear thought about some things. Now take a deep breath and bring it up. I jammed my finger like to the point it was bleeding. And it really hurt. Okay, I'm right-handed. It's my right pointer finger. So I started to realize how many things I did with that finger that I didn't even have awareness. It was strictly out of habit. Get some breath going. And it made me realize how many things that I do by habit, not by thought, not by being present. And when we do things out of habit and we're not present, we do not increase our neuroplasticity. So I tried something, I've tried it twice, and it's been very comical actually. Try brushing your teeth with your opposite hand. Anyway, I must say there was a lot of humor involved, and I almost said screw this, I'm going back to my right hand. Well, what it made me realize is that there's so many things that we could be present in doing. A, we would enjoy them more, and B, we might find a way to do it better or a way to increase our neuroplasticity. And that's what's keeping your mind active and right to your heart. Open up that heart. Send yourself some love. Send everyone else some love. Yes. Finding calm in chaos. Take a deep breath. And right there, belly button. You know, I was reading an article about how many veins go into your belly button. Crazy, like thousands. I should have written the number down, but I didn't. Flip it over, sacral chakra. Yeah, this is where all your power is. Your power. It's just kind of the center of your universe. Your organs are all there. Everybody's all tucked together. Your core's in there. Beautiful. Now we're going to go ahead and just feel into those hips. Like I said, I'm really looking for fluidity and flow, right? That flexibility and flow. Really in all of our lives, not just in our movement. But if we do that in our movement, I think we'll flow through our lives better. You know, I always say go in flow, not necessarily with the flow, but in flow. Okay, then just take your palms right around, and as we get a little more fluid, just kind of, I think gorilla arms is a great word. We'll take it. And just go with your hips now. You want to feel into the movement, back and forth. And then we're going to add some figure eights or infinity. Perfect. Goes on and on. Once again, fluidity. I guess that must be our word for the week. I love it how things pop out of me that just bring me knowledge and sometimes laughter, all the good things. So we're going to take a deep, deep breath. Now I just want you to bring it up. Feel that energy come up. And then swoosh it a little bit. Feel that energy come all the way up. Let's do 3 of those. Up. Now take a breath with it. Bringing it up. Feel that energetic motion. And you're locking it in. And now you got to shimmy. So it is so good for us to get off our feet. But land soft. This isn't about your knees. You just want to go kind of in your toe ball and heel. And if that's too much for you, feel free to keep it in here or even releve. Yeah, on your toes. Good, good. And just shake it. Can you feel that energy? Feel good. Let's start right there on the top. And I want you to remember, we're going to drop our shoulder blades and then we're going to squeeze them together, opening our chest. Perfect. Nice and easy, rotating forward with that neck. Feeling your feet supporting you. I hope you all had a wonderful week. I did. We had some gorgeous sunshine. Oh, it was delightful. Now rotate to the back. Ooh. Yes, I did feel a little tension back there. How about you? I've been on my computer a lot more lately, so I need to remember to take those breaks. Starting on the 21st of April, which is a Monday, we've got a 5-day challenge to flexibility and flow. So you'll want to make sure and take part in that. Far more information coming. I've been working diligently on it with love and grace. Take it up. Clasp your hands behind your neck. And I want you to drop your head while folding your elbows together. And I also want you to feel into your feet. Ah, beautiful. I want some oxygen going in there. Also open, just let that head open, the neck open. You'll feel it in your upper back. That's what you want to do. Feel it. Because if you start kind of looking up like that, you're just putting stress as opposed to letting, once again, I guess, flow and flexibility. Here we go. Yes. Open. Extend. Push the energy out. Together. I want them all the way up. And we're here. But what about here? Look up. A little arch in the back. Not a lot. And you might want to start working through your feet. Feeling your feet. Calves, Achilles, shins, all the things. Out. Beautiful. Now take it, and you're going to push your hands, clasp them together, and then slide them down your back. And once again, shoulder blades need to be dropped and squeezed together. Opening up your chest, realigning your spine, good for your posture, making you lengthen that spine. Actually feel as if somebody's kind of, pulling a little string here, and you can just feel the breath and the energy going right up your spine. And now's a good time to think about that core. Has it just been hanging out over there? Think about activating it a little bit. Push those hands down. Keep breathing. And like I said, you can feel into whatever feels good. Maybe that low back, those hips. But you're still opening your chest, working those shoulders, low back. Isn't it fascinating how our human is all connected? All of our pieces are connected. And it's an interesting thing that I highly recommend in the morning, that you do a little scan and just see how your body feels. Like, is something a little tight? As you get out of bed, kind of do a full body scan. We're going to go into the reverse prayer now. So you're going to put your fingertips together and you're going to go straight up. It doesn't matter where you are. You may be here, but if you're here, guess what? Drop the shoulder blades and squeeze them together, right? Because then once again, our chest is open. We spend so much time as a forward folding society. Phones, laptops, anything you stream on. And it's so easy for us to not put our head in alignment. And if you think about our necks, they're fairly small to be holding a big old bobbly head like we've got. And oftentimes we're out of alignment. You see a lot of people kind of with the jaw forward. So this is a really good reinforcement for both your range of motion, but also to align your spine and your head. Did I call you guys bobbleheads? But think about the size of it. But just think about how small your feet are versus what your feet carry around. That's kind of an interesting thing. If one were to compare the size of your feet to, the size of your arm. And once again, let's just work through those toes. And now we're going to do some favorites. Shake it out. One arm up, one arm down, and see where they meet in the middle. And maybe they don't meet. But I guarantee, with repetition, you will increase your range of motion. People say as you get older, you get less flexible. There's a whole litany of things that people buy into. And I follow this lady on Instagram who's fascinating. It's called Aging Disgracefully, I think it is. She's got a marvelous, marvelous perspective and a sense of humor. And that woman is so flexible. But she does yoga and stretches and is active every single day. And she just attacks it with a sense of being in it. Fascinating woman. I don't know her personally, but it just makes us realize that, sitting on the couch, we're not going to make much happen. I remember years ago, I was sitting out on our balcony overlooking the river and reading a book. And I had talked to my daughter about the fact that I really needed to get out and meet more people because I worked a lot of hours back then, and a single mom. So that was that. And she comes out, she goes, "Hey, how you doing, Mom?" I said, "I'm good." She goes, "Bet you're gonna meet a lot of people out here." 3 stories up on my balcony reading a book. It was kind of an interesting little probably not. So sometimes it's where you put yourself to be able to create what you want, as opposed to not going out there, not living your life. Okay, I think we are satisfactorily. Now I'm going to take them and rotate them. Yeah. Just move it around. Front, back. That feels so good. That is so, we get real tight in the pecs, right in there. And when you squeeze your shoulder blades together, yeah, open, yes. This little stretch you can do anywhere. And then if we actually suck it in when we come forward, guess what? Upper back. So we're really extending through it, right? Make it a bigger, more fluid move. Yeah. So you want to kind of see, you want to see where the destination is. Like the destination isn't here, but we went, right? We expanded that. Just keep that flowing. And since we're working on our arms right now, why not go for it? Goalpost. This is really great to do on a wall because you can see where your range of motion is or isn't, and working through it, you can focus on it. I have a lot of clients with shoulder issues, some fairly severe ones. And it takes quite some time and consistency to get that motion increased. Which is just how it is. And why don't we just take ourselves right on down? Let's go to the dragon. Say hello to my favorite dragon. I want you to put your feet together in a nice diamond. I want you to think of lengthening that spine and lengthening your neck. Give yourself some space back there. And just lean forward into it. You're opening up your IT bands. You're going to feel your glutes, your low back. Yes. But I don't want you rounded. I want you nice and elongated. And breathe into that. So I'm really looking forward to this challenge. It's I've already started filming parts of it, which has really been super enjoyable. A lot of information for you. There will be a live popped up Monday through Friday mornings, and it's about 10 minutes long, each one. So you only need 10 minutes. And it focuses on a mindset and a particular goal for your stretch. So it might be a gentle overall body. It might be just one day for your hips, one day for your upper torso. So I think you'll find it fascinating, invigorating, and we can do this as a community. And so that we can set some goals to keep that flexibility and flow. That's where we're doing in April. So April 21st, mark your calendars. We'll have a kickoff before that. And then all of those of you that engage in the challenge will be acknowledged on the Sunday, whatever Sunday that is, the 27th of April, right here at Start You Up. So now what we're doing is we're in a nice second, and you're going to feel right up the seam of your tights, your adductor, which is your inner thigh. And if you flex your feet, you don't have to go that far forward to get a really engaged stretch. Now remember that as we're stretching, we're strengthening and lengthening our muscles. And so you could just sit, you can actually sit here and work on your posture and then just push forward and get an amazing stretch. You don't have to flop your stomach down. I mean, there is more as you go forward. There's certainly more to it. But just sitting this way can give you a great activation of those muscles. And sometimes it takes more than a moment for your muscle to release. They're feisty little critters. I know, particularly my hamstrings. Boy, they're feisty to suddenly actually just let go. So for those of you that don't know me, I absolutely love tulips. I have, I don't know, a few dozen in here. And this particular batch has got the most character, and they're all in different angles, and they look like they're dancing. It's fascinating. Now, I probably should show you guys a picture of them. They're beautiful. Anyway, they bring me joy, but they also have this fluid, that they're so fluid. It's just a beautiful visual of that fluidity and that flow. Oh yes, how's that feeling on you this morning? Or this evening or this afternoon? That's the great thing about this is once I've popped this in the library, you can come anytime over that right leg, anytime you want to. Now, try not to lift that left hip bone, you know, right there sits this bone. Try and keep it on the ground. So it was kind of neat. My children have been, the 28 and 33-year-olds. My son's been in Taekwondo since first grade, and my daughter has been in it off and on. And it was really fun to see pictures and videos. They competed, they were in a competition together this last weekend. And it was just like they were back in grade school. So good to see. Movement. Now what we're going to do is we're going to stretch the right under the left over. Just lean into it. And try not to be here. Try and take that shoulder blade and realign your arm and look up. You're going to get more stretch. You're going to get some of it even in your spine. Always good to get some rotation around that spine. Keep it active. Feel that energy through the fingertips at, well, good morning. As we like I said again, remember, that's not going to do it as effectively as that. Plus, then also, it's harder to breathe when you squish yourself there. When you squish yourself. Don't squish yourself. And now we're going to go ahead and go into a stag. So you want to bend your right, you want to bring your left around. And what I want you to do is push through that left, so you're squeezing your booty, your glute, and you're feeling that hip flexor engaged. And we're just going to go over the right, so we're now activating the right side. And I want you to allow the gravity to just flow. Yes. Opening up the upper back, and you can really feel it in your right cheek, your right booty. If you lean enough into it, you're really going to feel that. Drop your head down, let it just go natural. Now come up without your hands. Try and use your core, quads, and then just push back. You can extend your arm if you'd like. So now you're squeezing on the left side, and you're extending elongating. Beautiful. And of course I see some oxygen going and flowing. And go ahead and switch sides. You want to bend that left, and then you want to squeeze the booty. Feel the hip flexor on the right. Inhale, and on the exhale, without using your hands, activate that core and just fold into it. Release. Ooh, yes. Drop that head, let that gravity, open it up. Put your attention right to that left cheek, left buttocks, and where energy will flow right there. Remember, where our attention goes, the energy flows. Now take a deep breath, no hands. Ooh, how did that go? So now we want to lean back, pushing through here, and then we can add in that arm, and then we can lengthen it. So we're squeezing on the right side. And we're going to go ahead and lay on our stomachs. So just roll on over. And I want you to, you can start here. You can be here. But I kind of want you to think about where your spine is. Take a deep breath. And we're just going to look up. This is not meant to put any stress on your body. You may be here. Whatever feels good for you. Just squeeze those shoulder blades down again, looking up and opening that chest. Just breathe into it. And right from there, we're just going to go on up and we're going to do the cat-cow. Remember how important this is to do every single day. Take a deep breath. We're going to arch. We're going to look up into the sky. This is so good for your digestion, your large and small intestine, your posture, all those good things. Deep breath. Exhale, and then I want you to pull your spine into a circle, belly button into your spine. Drop your head and look between your legs. Inhale. Arch through. Look up. Inhale. Round that spine. Belly button to the spine. Open up those shoulder blades. And from here, we're going to go into a child's pose. So just sit back. Get all nestled. Are you nestled? You nestled? You might want to stay here. You might want to be here. Or you can go with a V in your arms all the way out, dropping into the floor, feeling the space between your shoulder blades. And I imagine that you're doing some good breath work. Yes? Tell me yes. Feel those fingers, feel that energy, twinkle your toes. All right. So we're gonna go ahead and just do some windshield wipers. I'm probably gonna need those today. And you just wanna sit comfortably and you wanna work through both sides. Both sides. It was so beautiful here. Oh, it's just started raining. Imagine that. Last night it was so beautiful. I had dinner sitting on the deck by the lake. On the lake. It was lovely. Yes. Keep going through those. Roll it on down. Beautiful. I want you to go ahead and feel your low back kind of open up. Let the shoulder blades release. Anchor your hips down. Right there. Anchor down, anchor down. And I'm going to have you take your right foot and you're going to put it over the left. You're going to take your legs to the right and you're going to take both arms to the left and look at your left hand. Feel that nice rotation around your spine. Can you feel it just open up on that left side? Ooh, yeah. Bring your arms neutral. Left over the right, take it to the left. Arms to the right. And just let it open up. Feel the rotation around the spine, upper body, all the good things. Coming neutral, go ahead and put the right heel onto the left knee, and you're focusing on the right side now. Remember, upper torso is nice and relaxed. You want to open up the hip of the right leg. You want to release that low back, have your hips anchored, and you're breathing. Yes, 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 we're breathing. And don't bring your shoulders up. Allow them to relax. Open up your neck. Put it down. Go ahead. Left side. Activate that left hip. Let's open it up. Remember, you want to keep that upper torso nice and relaxed and soft. I don't know how you keep it soft. Remember, put your attention to what we're working. So we're working on that left hip. Go ahead and put both feet down. And now bring your right knee to your chest. Extend it up and we're going to focus on that hamstring. So you just want to feel the back of your leg and feel your hamstring. Oh, mine's a little tight son of a gun. And you can get more stretch if you want to extend that left leg. But if you feel like you really need a good solid foundation and you want to be soft in your upper torso, you can keep that, dig in that left heel, and that will activate stability within your core and your body so that you can focus really on working that hamstring. The little tricks of the stretching world. Oh, so good. And I really want you to breathe. I can feel it. Oh, yes, yes, yes. Take it across. Remember, it's fluid, it's flowing. Put your foot flat if you want to. It's a choice. All right. Go ahead and just a couple of little circles with that energy out of the heel. Kind of just feeling it. See how it's working. Gonna go ahead, dig in that right heel. We're gonna bring in the left knee, and then we're going to extend. Oh, I did a little something crazy, and I kind of got my hamstring a little too tight. Doing something, I wasn't really focusing on what I was doing. Just breathe into it, feel the back of that leg. Yes, yes, yes. Take it across your body where you can feel it. Feel it on that left side. Let's go through a couple of those rotations of it. How does that feel? You're using your core, yeah, to have that basis. Let's put both legs, let's bring our knees together for just a minute and release that low back. That always feels so lovely. You can circle it, you can figure eight it. You do whatever feels best for you. But just giving it that space. Beautiful. Stand them up and let's rotate our feet out. Try and get real, point from the pointing to the flexing all the way through them, inward. Really get there's crunchities in there, at least there always is for me. It's so good to give your feet some space to breathe. Go ahead and put them down. I want you to put your soles of your feet together, open up the butterfly, arms come up, and you can leave them right here, shoulder width apart, if you like to, and then just relax. Relax and open up that butterfly. You can also put your hands together here, lengthening that spine. We're going to do a little breathing right here. I just want you to, if you want to close your eyes, that's fine. Just bring that breath in through your feet, up through your spine, out through your fingertips, the top of your head, and exhale. Bring it up. Follow that breath. And exhale. Bring it up. Just do a couple of sequences on your own. Go ahead And bring your knees together, feet flat, bring your arms back to your side. I want you to go ahead and touch behind your knees. Take a deep breath and roll on up with me. We're going to take our right foot across and try and have that foot flat if you can. If not, whatever works for you. And if you have to, you can certainly take this position. You're not going to get as much stretch, but your system may not, your human may not be flexible in that particular area. So do whatever feels best. What we're trying to do is work on the right set of booty muscles, all of them. We're going to lift tall. We're going to look over that right shoulder. And once again, we're not here, but here. It also activates that vagus nerve. So that nice rest, calm feeling. And lengthen that spine, get that oxygen in there. Put your attention to the right hip, the right booty. The whole team of muscles are working together. Face forward, right pinky toe to the floor, and unfold and round forward. Release that neck. You should feel it all the way to your low back. You're activating your IT band, which goes from your hip to your knee. Beautiful, and let's go ahead and switch sides. Try and get that left foot flat if you can. Lift up, look over. Really breathe into it, feel it. Face forward, pinky toe to the floor. Take a deep breath. Fold forward. Feeling that IT band. Oh yeah. Drop that neck. All right, come on up. Put those legs out. Give them a little shake. Let's kind of just be fluid in our body since we're in flexibility and flow. Go ahead and just feels great. Feels so good. Take a nice deep breath. Make sure you drag back into your human. Thank yourself for a little extra self-care today. I want you to think about doing things being present as opposed out of habit. I challenge you to try and brush your teeth with your opposite hand. If nothing else, you will get a great sense of laugh, lighten the mood, definitely. If you have small children, I'm sure they'll find that comical. Super good for your neuroplasticity, for those minds, opening up new waves and energy and keeping our minds activated, energy flowing like we're doing with our whole body. In our breath work, if you're having a problem getting that deep breath in, fingertip here, one in the belly button, and a couple of deep breaths. And that will help activate and open up that breathwork system. So this week, I challenge you to do 10 minutes minimum stretching every day. Legs up the wall. You can catch the video on that if you have any questions. And just try and feel in the flow. Just be a little more fluid, a little more flexible. Have a little fun. Put some play in your day. You deserve it. I'm Jina I am the creator, founder, and the Chief Energy Officer right here at Strength
Stretch and Shine, where everything is about flexibility, balance, and strength for your mind, your body, and your soul. Know that you are loved. Have an amazing week. Take a look at the library of things available for you to feel fluid, flexible, toned, and to get your mind feeling enlightened. So, love you all. And until next time, what do we say? Be flexible.